One of the UK's best loved animals, foxes are a common sight throughout the UK. In this video, you will learn key facts about foxes, fun facts, and answers to popular questions such as, are foxes dangerous? What sounds do foxes make? And should I feed foxes?
Hi, I'm Marie and I post videos about wildlife and green living. Stay tuned till the end where you can find out how you can help these amazing animals.
Foxes have russet red fur, pointed ears and a bushy tail called a brush, with white fur around the muzzle, neck, belly and the tip of the tail. They also have patches of dark brown on the ears and legs. They typically weigh 5 to 8 kilograms and are about 40 centimetres tall at the shoulder. The red fox is the only species of fox native to the UK. The estimated population is around 350,000 to 450,000. They are widely distributed throughout the UK except in the Scottish Islands, excluding Skye, the Channel Islands, Isle of Man and Isles of Scilly. Most live in the countryside, but they have adapted well to urban environments, with a significant portion of the population now living in towns and cities. Populations are on the increase in urban areas but in decline overall. Foxes can live both above and below ground, often using burrows or earths. In urban areas, they often make homes in people's gardens, under sheds or decking. Foxes are crepuscular, meaning that they are most active around dawn and dusk, but you can sometimes see them during the day, especially in urban areas. Foxes are territorial animals, and the size of their territory is influenced by the availability of food and can vary widely between 25 and 4,000 hectares. Foxes are shy in the countryside, but can become accustomed to human presence in urban areas. Foxes are mostly silent, but they can make some very strange sounds, most noticeable in their breeding season, which is winter. The male fox, or dog, make a barking call, and the female fox, or vixen, make a chilling scream sound. In spring, fox cubs, also called kits, make a playful ack noise as they wrestle with each other. Red foxes don't hibernate in winter and can run up to 30 miles an hour. Foxes are one of the UK's last remaining apex predators and are at the top of the woodland food chain. They are excellent hunters and opportunistic scavengers. They will eat almost anything. Foxes are omnivores, consuming a variety of foods including small animals, beetles, worms, fruits, berries and even scavenging in bins. Foxes are social animals and live in loose family groups, usually including a breeding male, female and their young. Mating takes place in winter, and this is when foxes are very vocal, barking and screeching as they look to attract a mate and fend off rivals. Cubs are born in spring in an underground den, and normally 4 or 5 cubs will be born in a litter. They will be cared for by both parents. A female will have 1 litter a year. Fox cubs enter the world deaf, blind and dependent on their mother's milk, much like domestic dog puppies. The cubs start eating solid food at around 4 weeks old and are usually completely weaned by the time they are 12 weeks of age. Fox cubs emerge from the ground in April. By autumn, the cubs are fully self-sufficient. Some will leave to establish their own territories, while others may remain within the family group. They reach adult size at around 7 months old. Although they can live for up to 14 years, foxes often don't live past 3 years. Foxes in Scotland are larger than those in the rest of the UK. Foxes have complicated relationships with badgers. Sometimes the two species will compete for food, but they have also been recorded living alongside each other in badger sets. The red fox is the UK's only wild member of the dog family. Foxes' conservation status in the UK is common. However, numbers are in decline, with an almost 50% decline since the 1990s. Adult foxes have no natural predators, but a big killer of foxes is road accidents, and it's estimated that 100,000 foxes are killed on UK roads every year. Other threats to foxes' rural habitat include overdevelopment, reduction in food sources, particularly due to farming practices, and also shooting pressures. Also, the disease sarcoptic mange, caused by mites irritating the skin, is very common in foxes in the UK and has caused big declines in their population. Foxes aren't usually aggressive to people or pets. They will run away unless directly threatened. Foxes do carry some diseases that can be transferred to humans, such as mange or toxoplasmosis, but you're much more likely to pick these up from your own pets. To be safe, don't touch wild foxes or their poo. You can help foxes by following these top tips. Foxes may visit your garden looking for food, somewhere to rest, or they may even make a den under your sheds or decking. Here's how to make your garden fox friendly. Plant fruit trees and shrubs early to provide a food source and avoid using pesticides to encourage invertebrate abundance. If removing sheds or decking, do this in November or December to prevent disturbing foxes once cubs have been born. If you have foxes living in your garden with cubs, avoid any major garden works and keep pets away from the den sites. Netting in gardens can be a real danger to foxes, particularly cubs, if they become entangled. The RSPCA receives hundreds of calls every year to rescue animals that have become trapped in sports nets or netting in gardens. Not all of them survive. Here's how you can help reduce foxes becoming entrapped. Remove sports netting when not in use. Don't leave netting up overnight. Replace fruit or vegetable netting with metal mesh. And use wooden panels instead of nets for fencing. Other ways you can help foxes. Slow down when driving on roads, especially around dawn and dusk, and report road traffic accidents involving foxes to the Road Lab, a citizen science-based project helping to identify problem areas for wildlife. Keep a note of a local wildlife rescue in case you find an injured fox. Don't regularly feed foxes as they can become dependent, which causes them serious problems. Foxes are excellent at finding their own food. If you have foxes living in or visiting your garden, occasional small amounts of food as a treat are okay. Try offering canned dog or cat food, mints, dog biscuits, fruit or nuts, as well as fresh water. If you find a sick or injured fox, then don't try to handle it yourself. Keep a safe distance of at least 2 meters and observe. Contact your local wildlife rescue for advice. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like as it really helps my channel. If you enjoy videos about UK wildlife and green living, please subscribe. See you next time.